else, turd nuggets?
What up, Doe? What up, Doe? What up, Doe? Y'all know what it is. It's Friday. It's Detroit. What up, Doe? Presented by Detroit Fan Report. And I'm your host, Bandit. And I'm here with my co-host right now, Chris. Chris, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, my name's Chris. You can find me on both X at Crazy Hockey Fan. You can also find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. Woohoo!
Sure. Steve will building the building. He's running a little late. He just got off work, so
Yeah.
Introduce yourself when you get here. But Chris, since it's me and you here, let's talk a little hockey, man. We had some new hockey news going on, and starting off with Steve Yzerman stepped down as the GM of the Redwings. Your thoughts on the move?
Well, so I guess you could say it's a long time coming, depending on who you talk to.
Long time coming.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this is called a soft firing because they didn't just fire him outright and he's gone from the team. They made him a senior advisor with the Red Wings. So, and depending on who you ask, he's still going to be. Until we get a new GM in place, he's still going to have some input on. He's still going to have input. An acting general manager at this time until they find a new one. So it's like I said, soft firing, probably a long time overdue. I am an Yzerman believer, so I've always liked Yzerman. But after last season, I mean, even the season before, but after last season's collapse, I'm kind of tired of the sitting the young guys in the minors too long because he let them over ripen basically in the minors, not giving them enough chance. So I'm not going to say he's part of the problem, but where he started from, what he had to start with was absolutely absurd. Like Ken Holland left him with nothing. We had a bottom level farm system. We had a bottom level roster. We had a bottom level everything when Yzerman came. Now, mind you, I mean, he wanted to make us into a playoff team, but he never accomplished that. Now, his drafting was good at best. His not signing top guys, not getting good players at deadlines or in free agency, that's what really killed him. Now, mind you, we did have a lot of bad luck with the drafting. Like out of like the 4 years that we were like absolute trash, you only got one number one pick out of all that. So that's rough to be the worst team in hockey and yet only get like fall back like 4 or 5 slots was rough. So luck wasn't on our side on top of the fact that he didn't use free agency very well. He was very stubborn and always used the excuse everybody's asking for too much. That's the problem though. When you want to get good players to get more good players to come, you have to pay those heavy prices to get those players here. Yes, it's going to cost you draft picks. Yes, it's going to cost you other guys, but you got to do it sometimes. You got to take the risk. Because then when other players see that, they're going to want to come here. Oh, he going to take a risk. He wants to get you there. Now, the only thing that I will say, and this is the backing of all this stuff, is that he may not get as good backing from Chris Ilitch. Now, people will say, well, they always spend a lot on the cap. That doesn't mean they spent wisely. And here's the problem. So if Yzerman ever went to him, now I'm not saying this is true. I don't know, but I know he tried to get Stamkos once, and Ilitch actually hung up the phone like yeah, you ain't getting him. The problem is like it seems like Ilitch is willing to get 3 players for $10 million, but he won't buy 1 player for $10 million, and that's the problem. Is like he won't go. I don't see him, other than signing his own developed players. He's not willing to go open the wallet to go and sign a huge veteran. Now, a lot of people go, well, look at the Tigers. They're a top 10 spender. What that doesn't equate, and we've spent a lot in hockey. However, once again, the quality of the player. Because once Ilitch is like, hey, I don't want to pay for that kind of a player. Now he's got to fall back to cheaper guys. And so those guys tend to be like overvalued. Like they got a good name and they've had good seasons, and they know that we're in a bind, so they're going to cost us a little bit more to get them. Like Comfort, Cop, those kind of guys. Appleton, you've got to buy those guys because Ilitch won't let you sign anybody else. Now, I will tell you, Ilitch probably likes to spend money, but it's got to be over a bunch of people. And like he said in baseball, I am building through the draft, which to me always says I'm building it cheap.
Bargain shopper.
And you can say that with the Tigers too. And people say, once again, top 10. Okay, guess what? Take off our top 4 paid players. Guess where we fall after that? We fall to 22nd, 23rd. We drop off the face of the earth when we take those top 4 players off. So you can't say he likes to spend. If you take Hobby off, because Hobby he overspent on, you're already to 15th or 16th. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, we got 4 top players. But once you take those guys off, we're bottom 3rd in the league in spending. That's what I'm saying. I think he got hurt with Hobby, and I think he's never forgot it. And he does not want to spend. Now, when we get a new GM, if he's in-house, it's going to be the same, more of the same. It's going to be more of the same. But if you go outside, this is where you're going to find out if it was Yzerman's fault. If you go outside of the Red Wings organization and get a GM, if he comes in and he can't draft that well and he doesn't sign players for money and he can't get the guys here, that means it was not Yzerman's fault. It was Ilitch's fault. If he comes here and he's like, we're getting this dude, and they're actually pulling them in and they're getting better players and they're spending money, it was Yzerman's fault. He just wasn't pushing the pen or the book hard enough. So that'll be the determination, because once we get a new GM, I do not want to hear people go, oh, we're not here yet. Okay, we'll give them another year. Oh, we're not there yet. We're not signing any players. Okay. You can't go back to Yzerman and say, can you come back? It's too late. That ship has sailed. Now where will be the guys that didn't like Yzerman? It'll be the same boat. It'll be the same damn boat. But I would hope that we do hire a GM and that it does help us, because then I would rather be wrong and say Yzerman was the problem and let's get to the playoffs than no. So I think it was long overdue for Yzerman to step down, but him still being in the building will always have a little bit of an effect, but I don't want to hear that excuse anymore. He's not the GM. So from this point forward, if we don't go up in the next 2 or 3 years, you can write off all those excuses that Yzerman was the problem.
See, and you know what? Before I get to Steve about this topic, what the craziest part is, with him stepping down, he's hiring a guy to replace him. So It was kind of crazy when I figured out that. Steve, how do you feel about Steve Eiserman stepping down? You're on mute.
You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on. Hey.
You're on mute.
Sorry about
There you go.
that. With the with the lenience he had on this organization, and I think it's unfortunate that they had let him go. I think that it more so the timing is surprising. Normally, when you let go of somebody, it's normally after the season. You're doing this at this time. Like that's a little odd. So it had to be something that leaded up to this. It had to be. So for it to lead to this long, even though, like I said, he has a lenience to this organization. So I think fans wanted him to relive the times that he had in Tampa and thought that it was going to translate to this team. And sometimes it just it's a much difference in that because Tampa had, they had a load of talent and they got to a Stanley Cup. I think, what was it? 3 out of 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. So they were a dynasty, but it's hard to do that with the Red Wings with the kind of team that they have. It's hard, but
Holland gave when you have nothing though, man.
Yeah. And it's just like we're so used to being in a playoffs, but when you haven't been to a playoffs in the last 10 years, that's unheard of for the Red Wings.
Hockey town.
Because we're so used to being in the playoffs every year. We used to being hockey town and everything like that. Now, it's like you haven't been in there in 10 years, and now it's a possibility that we're going to lose 2 captains. We're going to lose Eiserman and Larkin.
We're going to talk about Larkin.
So it's messed up, but it had to be done. I think a change probably needed to be made, and we just going to see who they get this day forward. Maybe a change is needed, but I'm with Chris, man. I think if you get a new GM in-house and they do the same thing, then it's more into the organization than the GM.
Yeah.
It's more into that.
Yeah.
And you got to look into it. Like, we need to get somebody that doesn't lead ties to this organization.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was going to say, there's a lot of general managers out there that are available. A lot of assistant general managers would love this job. I mean, if you really think about it, Eiserman has them set up. We got a top 5, if not top 3 farm system. I mean, a lot of people will say, well, we don't have any elite talent. And I'm like, what do you mean by elite talent? They're like, you don't – anybody that would be considered elite, like what I'm – like a Connor McDavid when he came out, or a freaking Macklin Celebrini or any of those guys. The thing is, if they were that elite, they'd already be on the roster. Like, that wouldn't be a problem. The guys in the minors, we have some good players. They're just not brought up yet. That was the biggest problem. So we have to draft and develop guys, but we don't necessarily know if we have elite talent because they're not up yet. But we have a top 3 freaking farm system, and we have an adequate, a middle of the road roster. Like, that's great for a new GM to come in. He doesn't have to do as much.
And I'm gonna piggyback off Steve before I get to the next topic. It is, the timing is crazy. Usually, if you get a new GM, you're gonna get him before you draft, not let him come in and draft and select kind of players. You feel me? So the timing was off with that. But he is a Detroit legend, so I think he'll be all right. With that, with Eiserman being fired, do the Red Wings still trade Darren Larkin? Steve, your thoughts?
No.
Larkin, my bad.
No, I don't think. I think he's a cornerstone of this organization, man. He's homegrown, but it's sometimes with these athletes, man. When they demand trades like that, and you're a captain. Something like I said, something's wrong in the organization where you want to demand it, because we're so used to captains lasting a long time in this organization.
Especially
with the time that he's been there, and he wants to get traded, something's up with that. But I still don't think we trade him. I still think he's a good player. I think since he's been in the Olympics, I think he's got a little big-headed because how well he's played in the Olympics. He's gonna feel he feels a certain way, like, yeah, I'm good enough to be in the Olympics, so I should be getting this amount of money like everybody else. And he's gonna feel that way. So it's dicey, but no, I don't think we should trade him. I think he's still a good player. I think he's still a good leader. I think he's one of the best players in the league, and he's a cornerstone. I think we can still build around him. The big question is, does he want to stay here? That's the big thing. But I don't think we should trade him. I really don't.
I got to do things to piggyback off that, but I'm gonna let Chris get his thoughts first, man. Do you think we trade Dylan Larkin?
Okay, so I agree in part with Steve. Like, so, does he want to stay still? That is the biggest question. I think he gets traded. That is my personal opinion, because I think it's not that his ship has sailed. It's just like, it depends on how you feel about the locker room, because the locker room is like, oh, he's up and leaving us like that. So that locker room may be like already disjointed. Like, you want to now I mean, he had 7 points from March on 5-on-5. Like, the dude has no ability to play 5-on-5, and that's what we need him for. So a lot of people call him soft because he would be the first captain ever to request a trade in Detroit Red Wings history. So yep. You think he's soft. Now, can he come back from that? It's possible. It's very possible. And it would be nice for him to stay because he's a Michigan player. So it would be nice for him to stay. I think he gets traded only because I don't know. I think the front office is going to question whether him coming back to the locker room would be good. Now, what will help him out is if they could somehow get Kane back, or they sign a couple other free agents that we weren't expecting. Maybe that helps him come back to play. But, I mean, it's dicey right now because you don't know. You might bring in a GM that is like, no, I don't play this game, you're gone. Or you might go, no, we need him. We need to keep the foundation going. So, I mean, I halfway agree with Steve, man. Like, it's up in the air. It's like you don't know which way the new GM is going to go and how the locker room, because Yzerman's still there. He's still going to be roaming around. Mm-hmm. He's still around. And if Larkin doesn't like Yzerman, he might be gone just because of that.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask y'all, do y'all think Dylan Larkin asking for a trade request had an effect on Yzerman stepping down?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So let me ask y'all this. Let's say if he does get traded, who is going to be the new captain on this team?
Raymond or Sider?
I say DeBricket.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Sider because I think it's more of an upside with Sider.
I like Sider too as the captain over Raymond.
Yeah.
I think Raymond's a little quieter. I think Sider would be more. If he gets the captain, he'll be more outspoken than Raymond is, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about our Detroit Tigers, who are playing right now.
They're down 1-0. But you did get a hit from Dingler. Just want to let you know.
Of course they're down 1-0. Of course.
We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that. All right. With the Tigers, they're kind of still in the race right now. And Scooball said that they should be buyers at the trade deadline. So I'm asking you guys, are the Tigers going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? Chris, I'm going to start with you.
I told you this over the phone. They can be both. They can be both. They can be both. And I've seen a lot of rhetoric on X on this. So they could literally trade Scooble and still be buyers. It's very possible. A lot of people have a lot of confidence in the rest of our bullpen because Jackson Job's coming back. Melton's been pitching good. Flaherty actually has come back and played pretty well. And Mize is like right there. And Framber Valdez had a good outing the last one. I'm more up in the air with him, but we have a good rotation without Scooble. We could trade him and also get a bat. I need a right-handed bat, man. I need a right-handed bat so bad. I can't even. I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, our 27-year-old rookie has actually been playing really well, so maybe he's our right-handed bat. But I want them to be buyers, of course, at the deadline. But I mean, there are still too many games. Like, I know we have a very easy East, but there's just so many teams ahead of us that we have to get to the wild card. It's like people are like, "Oh, we're only so many games out." Yeah, but you got to pass up like 7 more teams to get there.
But Chris, we got one of the easiest schedules coming into the second half of the season, though, too.
How do you know how? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that those teams don't get better. I mean, you could literally have the best teams that we play against get worse, and the bad teams that we play get better, and all of a sudden we have the hardest schedule the rest of the way. Like, you don't know that. You don't know how well they're going to play.
See, and the back end of what Chris is saying, we struggle against these bad teams. We play. It seems like we gear up more for these good teams more than the bad teams, and that's been going all year. It's like they can lose to the Angels and the Royals, but then they can beat Tampa and the Yankees.
Yeah,
it's like it's always like this, and this is what happens when you got a team full of utility players. You're trying to make them be more than what they are. And all they are is utility players. So you're going to get what you can get from them.
Yep.
But, I mean, I'm with Chris. I think they're both buyers and sellers. But the thing I hate about the Tigers, and this happens all the time, why is it that we always have a good pitcher and we want to trade them? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
We Verlander, Scherzer, we keep doing the same thing, and when they leave, they get a World Series.
Yep.
I don't understand it. That's my thing. I hate that.
It just depends on what you see him. What do you think? Like, for Skubal, like, you gotta play the game. So, do you think you're going to be a playoff team by the time you get to the end of the season? Because that's your biggest thing.
Right.
You want to stick with your player? Cool, stick with your player. But you don't get awarded prizes for sticking with your team unless you make the playoffs. So, I agree. I mean, if you don't, you're still going to get a You're still probably going to get a compensatory first round pick, which is it's called a 1B first round pick. So after the entire draft of the first round is over, there's a sandwich pick that you get. It's the same place we got McGonigal, so it's possible to get that. So even if we don't trade Skubal, you'd still get a compensatory pick for him. But I don't know if that versus like two prospects or 3 prospects for him. It just depends on what you're feeling. But they don't. I mean, I agree with Newgreet in terms of always trading our pitchers. But do we have enough in the gun to do that or not?
Well, I got a question for you all. I'm gonna name 2 pitchers that people are saying right now are on the trade deadline, and people are saying trade. I'm gonna ask y'all. So first off, with Terry Skubal, I know C Money already said that you want him to trade Skubal, right?
So the problem is mine's a caveat. It's like, where do you think the Tigers are going to be towards the end of the season? That's the biggest deal. Like, so if you're a visionary, it says this team has a chance to make the playoffs. Skubal will get us there. We can go on a run. Or do you think there's no chance in hell we're making the playoffs? So what's the point of keeping Skubal? Trade him. So I'm not for or against it anymore, because we're at the point where I don't think you get as much as you think you're going to get for him, and you're still getting a compensatory, more than likely a compensatory first-round sandwich pick for him when he leaves. So, I mean, it doesn't matter to me at all at this point.
See, I look at it.
I would have traded him last year if anything, because then you would have gotten so much for him. But I think that ship has sailed.
See, and the thing with that is they're only 6.5 games out of the first place, so there's still time. They can still make a run. They can still make a run.
Yep.
But yeah, but with the easy schedule thing, I still can't trust that because sometimes it just I just don't know.
When you hear that's in any sport though, when somebody says, "Oh, we got the easier, so we got the hardest," that don't mean crap. Once you get to play the team, that team could be good or bad.
See, and they have to worry about the division.
Yep.
Right now. That first thing is they got to worry about what's going on in the division because you never know what can happen. I mean, the White Sox is peaking, but then they can collapse in the second half because they're not used to winning. So this is new to them.
Yep.
They could get in a slump. Anybody could get in a slump. I mean, Kansas City started nice, and then they just dipped down and went to reality. So you just never know. But I still think that the Tigers got a chance. I think they got a chance still to win this division. I don't think they're going to win the division, but I think they still got a chance to win it. But right now, you just got to the one thing is you got to just worry about your division, and you can't worry about anybody else outside the division.
Like if you look at the wild card right now, the Tigers are only four out of the last wild card. Cool. That is awesome. It looks great on paper. However, you got to pass Toronto, Baltimore, Houston, Minnesota, Seattle, and then overtake Boston. All those teams, and you're going to tell me that they're always going to be on a losing streak. One or if not three of those teams are going to hit a good win streak. You're going to have to keep up with them. That's a lot of teams to pass up. So that four game behind looks really good. But I'd rather try to get ahead in the division than try to jump like all those dang teams to catch a wild card.
We have done it before. Not last year, we went on that debacle at the end of the year, but the year before that, we have done it before. We did get hot at the end of the year and make it to the postseason. So
there anomalies happen, but they're called anomalies for a reason.
Okay, so in your eyes, and Steve, in your eyes right now, can we have another anomaly? Can the Tigers turn it around, and can they make the playoffs? Steve, you first. You got to believe, brother. You got to believe that.
I believe. I think they can. I do. I do think they can. Like I said, I don't think they're going to win the division, but I still think they got a chance going to playoffs. Yeah, absolutely.
Chris.
Absolutely.
I do too. I believe they can make the playoffs one way or another. They can. I'm only questioning their back like the second half of the season. Like we had the anomaly that first season, but nobody took us seriously. So teams that could afford to lose games to us did, and it wasn't a big deal to them. So I can get that. But last year when we had like the division, what should have been wrapped up, and we had such a losing streak. That's what worries me about the second half of the season. Are we a little bit more? We have a little bit more veteran presence now that we've been there before. Yeah, but you got too many guys. I'm glad they started getting rid of some of the guys that have been like Jamani Jones, gone. Like so some of the guys need to like either be sent down, taken off the roster, bring somebody up. I mean, Torque, they refuse to pinch hit for him.
Oh my God!
There are guys like Torque, like
base is loaded.
Yeah, he just doesn't have it anymore. It's like I hate to say this, and this is going to go with the normal Detroit rhetoric. Is he needs to be traded at the deadline. Like, get what you can from him. Yeah, he'll probably go on and win a batting title or something. Like he'll do something stupid like that and just make us regret it. But at this point, like first year he's terrible. Second year he's really good. Third year he's terrible. Fourth year he's good. Fifth year he's terrible. You can't have off and on like he goes into arbitration next year. He can't ask. He made $4 million this year. How can you ask for more than that when you did worse? Like, so he's going to be into a second arbitration year. What are you going to pay him? Is he going to accept $3 million a year for 1 year? I don't know.
At this point, I kind of feel like he has to.
At this point, you need to trade. I mean, you could get him for a reliever or something like that. I mean, you're not going to get much for him, or you take him, you trade him for another player in your organization, maybe a pitcher that you don't need much anymore, and get another good bullpen arm or something like that. I don't know what to say, but Torque is, man, they just give him way too much rope now.
Yeah, and another thing too, they could possibly send him to Toledo, possibly. But I don't think they would. But
does he? Can they do it without DFAing him though? Yeah, doesn't he have enough time where if they send him down, they have to designate him for assignment or something like that?
Yeah. And I don't know if they want to do that.
Yeah.
We will see.
That might be tough.
Like the struggles that he's going through is what Riley Green went through last year. And now Riley Green has gotten better. He's gotten very better. He's pretty much our best. Other than McGonigal, he's been our best player.
Yeah, I mean, he's still racking up the strikeouts, but the one thing that he's done is he's getting a lot of walks now.
Yes, he is.
Patient at the plate.
That's what we have always said, a lot of us have already said that, like, if you look at Pete Alonso or Kyle Schwarber, okay, good examples. Those dudes bat like 240, 250, but they walk a lot and they hit a lot of home runs. They don't do much of anything else on the offense, but that's what they do. They walk and they hit home runs. If Green does that, if he walks a lot, those strikeouts will not be as bad. I think he does still have to hit for power more though, but I like the fact that he's walking more though. I like that way better.
Yeah, and I think it's certain. I think Hans got to realize what lineup he wants to consistently go with, because sometimes he'll have McGonigal at the leadoff, or he'll have him second or third. It's just certain players you just got to be like, okay, I want to just set him as being the third or set him as being fourth. They got to do the same with Colt Keith. They got to figure out where they want to put him in the lineup. So they got to figure that one out too, in my opinion.
Elizabeth said if the Tigers do hot streak over the next few weeks, could put them right back in the playoff conversation. Still a lot of games left, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Liz. How you doing, Liz?
Appreciate you, Liz. All right. Let's get off the Tigers, you feel me? And let's talk a little Detroit Pistons. So,
B-ball.
You know, our GM have made some moves this year, but there's one signing he has not got done yet. And Steve, I want to talk to you about Jalen Duren's contract is still not done yet, man. Is this deal ever going to get signed? Should we sign him, trade him? What is your thoughts on Jalen Duren?
Man, I don't know what's going on with this, man. It's an ongoing saga. Like, they don't know if they want to sign him. He wants to go to this place or that place. It's just an ongoing saga with this. I'm tired of this, man. Just sign this guy and just get it over with. And it just proves too that if other teams wanted to sign him, they would have already tried to sign him or give him an offer. Do something.
I think his leverage is gone. With the Lakers signing Walker, and I just think his leverage is gone. And I think what he think was going off to the ice, Austin, what do you think he was going to get paid is not what the Pistons is offering no more. Especially when he had other teams like the Lakers and everybody saying they were going to do it, but they signed other people. So he think that's where his value is at.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that no more. Like, you played your hand wrong. Sorry to cut you off, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, you good. But he's all that money that he's asking for, I don't think he's really going to get. I don't think a team is going to put him as a high max. Only the Pistons. but they can't afford to let him go because they need him. They definitely need him. I mean, of course, he had a bad playoff, but he had a good regular season. He was an all-star. So it happens with that. I think next season he can be a good force this coming up season. But they got to get that contract thing together because it's we as Piston fans, we getting tired of it. Like, hey man, just sign or let them do something or let's get this over with because this has been going on way too long and something has to happen. And the Pistons just have to sign him, give him some kind of contract. I mean, my goodness, do something.
What else I don't think help is that Wemby took a pay cut too. How can you pay him during all this year when you just had Wemby take a pay cut?
Exactly.
Hey, so here's a thought process because here's the unfortunate problem is that I think his growth got stunted when we had the previous head coach, the one that took all the money, took the bag. Who was it before? Monty, wasn't it?
Monty Williams.
I think he stunted his growth. So, like, this was his coming out party. The problem is it falls on the last year of his rookie deal, and now he's up for a contract. So, like, you don't know what he's going to be. He could get next year. He could have a really good playoff, but you don't know that because we didn't make the playoffs 2 years ago. We made it last year, right?
The year before. And the year before.
We did make it the year before. And how well did he do the year before?
He was decent in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was decent.
Okay, so has he had growth from that one to this one?
Well, from that playoff series from 2 years ago when we got bounced out in the first round, and then that new upcoming season, you can say he did a lot of improvement because he made the All-Star team. He made first team NBA and everything else like that. He just had a bad playoff. Now, if he would have performed in the playoffs, I think Detroit would have offered him a lot more money. He probably would have been already signed already.
The only issue is like if you sign him, will he grow again and be a force in the playoffs next year? You don't know. He could get better, right? He's only 22, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to sign him like a $40 million contract, but I'd probably do it for 35. I know you're talking $5 million, but $5 million per year for what, 4 or 5 years? That's $25 million out the window. I would probably pay 35. I don't know if I'd go a full 40 though.
And where Ed is saying it might have to do with his agent because you know what, the agent get a percentage off the cop, so the agent gonna try to get the most money out of it. So I can see what Ed is saying too. What up though, Ed? The answer is Chris is no. He has no more impact in the playoffs this year as last year.
Oh, okay. So then you're banking that he'll improve again next season, but you have to pay him in order to find that out.
Yep.
Yeah, and then what fell into that point is that during them playoffs, he's basically rebounding down there by himself. He ain't really getting no help. He's battling with 2-3 guys every time he's rebounding out there.
Oh, okay.
So in Orlando, Orlando, you battling with Paolo, you got Franz, you got Wendell Carter, you got this guy. He's battling through all these guys, all them guys. And then even with Cleveland, you battling with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. So
you don't have a Twin Towers or something like that.
Right. Because everybody wants to be perimeter. I mean, even with Tobias last year, he wanted to just be at the 3-point line. So he didn't really have no help. I mean, Asar at times go rebound and stuff. But if he had a second person down there rebounding with him, he would be a whole lot better. And his rebounding and scoring would be a lot better as well.
I think the biggest waste of time and energy is if at the end of all this, he ends up just signing a $35 million contract and he stays and like, what was all this for?
The money.
The moolah.
Let's just hope that we can get Jalen Duran signed real. I mean, like I'm sure we will resign him. It's just the numbers right now.
I mean, in 4 years he'll have a chance at another contract. Like, I mean,
Yeah. He's
26
still young.
years old. Like, I mean, he's still going to have a chance at another max contract. So go out there and be a beast, and then you'll get your super max. You know, like.
Absolutely.
Right.
All right, let's talk about these rookie. Hold on, we got a comment real quick. It said, and I will say, as much as I like Jalen Duren and the Pistons organization has played this perfect, there's no point in them bidding against each other. Hey, I can't say that. Our GM, he's smart as fuck. He played this absolutely correct because he could have went out and overpaid Durham, but he let him go out there and test the market.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was just agreeing with him.
Oh, okay. I thought. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, that's exactly what he said. I was like, I thought you were trying to rebut what he was saying.
No. I was just
exactly what he just said.
Just doing my little 2 cents, and I was just doing my little 2 cents.
Word life.
Yeah, word life. He was checking me real quick, like, yeah.
I got him. I still got him.
Steve, man, next topic is on you, man. So we got our rookies and stuff that we got in the I want to say G League in the summer league games right now. What rookies have stood out and impressed you this summer league?
Oh yeah, our top rookie, man. He's definitely stood out for sure. I think we got that score in him. I think people had doubted him because of his size, but he's proven that he can score. I mean, and it's only, and I know people gonna say, "Oh, it's only summer league," but he's proven that he can score on the level, and we just got to see how he does in like the real games. But he's proven that he can hang out there with people. You know, our rookies is hanging in there. You know, I seen the Michigan guy Roddy Gale out there. He's playing decent too, playing decent. You know what I'm saying? Isaac Jones out there doing his thing too. So, but there's some guys out there. But yeah, our top rookie is I think he's been balling, man. He's definitely been balling. I like him. I think he can be a big impact on this team. I think his shooting is going to be the big question, man. If he can go hit threes and go to the basket, but I think he's going to handle himself, man. I think he's going to be good, and he's handling himself in the summer league, and I think coming into the season he's going to work on that, and he's going to get better. He's probably going to be on the bench, but hey, we do need that bench scoring, so we should be fine with that. But yeah, definitely our top rookie on who we drafted. I've been impressed with him by far. By far, I've been impressed with him.
All right, next topic. Let's talk some Detroit Lions. You feel me? The season coming up. You feel me? Training camp about to start. You feel me? I'm ready for it. But we just got the news that Jameer Gibbs might hold out. Yeah, I know he's gonna be going to get paid like one of the top 2 running backs, because he is one of the top 2 running backs. But I feel like the Lions need to sign him before Atlanta re-sign Bijan Robinson, because he's going to reset the market. Chris, your thoughts on if Jameer Gibbs holds out?
I mean, how many players since Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have gotten here held out? 0, I think. I don't think there's been a single holdout. He'll get his money. He'll probably reset the market for a week, and then Bijan will get his money. Like, that's what's going to happen. It happened to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he was the highest paid receiver for like a week, and that was it, or a month or whatever. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna get a chunk of change. I mean, somebody always throws out, oh, he might hold out. That's just agent speak for like, we're serious about wanting to reset the market. Cool. I'll pay you $1 over what the market is, and you'll reset the market. Cool beans, But he'll reset the market, but it won't be for very long.
Steve, your thoughts on the Jameer Gibbs holdout? Well, it's not a holdout official, but
I'm with Chris. I think he's gonna get his money, but it's always a thing with some of these players in training camps when they talk about holding out. All these players do different teams. They always a holdout. Oh, I'm a hold out until I get my contract. This always happens in training camps. I don't understand why, but I know Gibbs feeling himself because he saw the Madden ratings on there and found out he the best running back on the game. That's what I think. I think he found out that he was
a
Madden player, and he feeling himself.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Man, if he'd have got a 99, man, he got a 98. But if he got a 99,
man. But I mean, he deserves it. I mean, he's a hell of a player. I know a lot of the load is going to be on him, so he's not sharing that with a David Montgomery anymore. He's going to share that with Pacheco, but he's going to get the majority of the load. So he's going to demand more money, and with that, with more carries, he's going to demand more money. So we understand that, but how much money is he going to get, and is it going to be worth it? That's the question. But if he's going to get a lot of the load on that, then yeah, he should get money. He should get his money.
If you got to do more duties at work, you're going to want a pay raise, right?
Absolutely.
So I absolutely agree with him on that.
But my thing is, can he handle all of that responsibility and all them carries? That's the thing. You know, can he get used to that? Now, a lot of that time that was on David Montgomery.
That's why they brought Pacheco. I think it's going to be about the same amount of carries because Pacheco can play that role that David Montgomery can. So I don't think that much is going to be a problem with the wear and tear on his body because you got to think he's not an injury-prone running back at that either. So I think
don't say that. Don't jinx that. Better start knocking on every oak tree under the sun.
My table oak tree. So yeah, but yeah. So
as long as he wasn't on the cover of Madden, because you know about them cover on Madden,
that's true.
He get injured. So you know, ain't. I'm not wishing that on Caleb Williams, but yeah.
Yeah. Woo. That's rough.
Don't get me in here, Lion. Yeah. So we'll see. You know, Brad Holmes like to get his especially his players that he got drafted. He like to sign them. So I think this deal would be worked out. But I was just like surprised when I heard Jahmyr Gibbs saying something about a holdout because it wasn't too much about a couple months ago. Did an interview and he said he wasn't worried about it. So it just brought to my attention about that.
Yeah, he need to start and don't change your number again. Damn.
He was already talking about changing his number. He's talking about if J-Mo changed his number from one, he wanted one. He's been one ever since he was high school.
Guys change their jersey too often. That's why it's time for me to start buying McGonigal jerseys because he'll keep his damn number. But dang, these football players, man, I swear. He need to come and buy my jersey when he switches his damn number, so that way I can get a new one.
All right, let's get into the next topic, man. A lot of people are saying this, he is being disrespected, which I feel like too. You feel me? Especially with these top ratings. My quarterback, Jared Goff, is ranked what?
Top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Number 1.
Josh Allen. They don't have a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, folks. He's been better than Mahomes 2 straight years.
Number 2.
Patrick Mahomes would be number 2. Each of his first 7 years led the Chiefs to a division title and the AFC Championship. That's very LeBron in the East.
Number 3.
Caleb Williams. 47 touchdowns, 13 picks, never hurt.
Number 4.
Justin Herbert. Worst offensive line in the NFL. Made the playoffs. That is insane.
Number 5.
Matt Stafford. I mean, listen, I know he's old. I know he's not mobile. He just won the MVP.
Number 6.
Joe Burrow. I think he is one of the great all-time talents. He's an insane all-time talent.
Number 7.
Lamar Jackson. 2 MVPs. Highest passer rating in NFL history. The analytics guys like him.
Number 8.
Drake May. Bad O-line, hit and miss run game, got to a Super Bowl.
Number 9.
Jared Goff. Number 9, the most disrespected player in the league. All he does is win.
Number 10.
Sam Darnold. Highest win percentage by any quarterback last 2 years in the league. Big, athletic, risk-taking.
Jared Goff ranked number 9 and got Caleb Williams and Drake May ranked above him. I feel like it's so much disrespect. Steve, I see you shaking your head, man. Your thoughts on Collins' top 10 quarterback list?
Now, how you gonna sit here and say he being disrespected and you disrespecting him and putting him at 9? Come on, man.
I know.
Really? Really? Caleb 3, and you got Justin Herbert 4 with his overrated ass? Come on, man. What are we doing? What?
Drake May. That's hilarious.
I mean, Drake May. Hey, I'm okay. Okay. Joe Burrow. I could even say that. But come on, man. And Matt Stafford 5? Oh my God. So a reigning MVP is 5. And you got a Josh Allen who ain't won a Super Bowl and probably ain't never gonna go to one. And I got respect for him. But you gonna put him over Mahomes? A guy he can't even beat? Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? This Jared Goff disrespect is getting out of hand, man. You got some people that think J.J. McCarthy is better than him. Like
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yes. It's some of them that's saying every quarterback in the division is better than Goff. Get out of here.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh man. Yes, the delusion is crazy. I'm just like, man, when would we give credit to Goff, man? And then the most disrespect Goff is getting is from Detroit fans. I mean, let's really call it. Jared Goff, he a bum. He this, he that. Dude, he other than Stafford had the least amount of interceptions. Come on, man. Jared Goff is trash, a bum. Y'all Detroit fans need to be ashamed of y'all.
Hey, Ed is silly as fuck.
And I wasn't going to go there. They would have banned me if I would have said it. They would have banned me. But the disrespect is crazy. Oh, my God.
Chris, your thoughts on the list, man?
Jared Goff had one of his best statistical seasons. Now it's not always stats. Last year, and he had one of his worst O-lines ever. Not counting that first year that he was here, he had a worse O-line last year than he did the previous season, and he put up one of his best statistical seasons ever for him. Yes, we got it. The dude is a statue in the pocket. Cool. Great. Awesome. He had the third highest passer rating. He had the second most touchdowns to interception ratio, unless you're counting like some dude that played like a few games. I mean, I don't get it. It's because he's not flashy. He just does his job. He doesn't run around for 15 minutes and throw the ball or run it. Like, he's not mobile. We get it. Got it. Cool. Check the block. We got it. He's not he is a statue in the pocket. But I will tell you, over the last 2 seasons, he's gotten a little more mobile. He has extended plays a little bit better than he has in the past. But you can't put him number 9. I'll give you Josh Allen. I will give you Patrick Mahomes. I will give you Joe Burrow. After that, it starts to get a little bit more washy after that, but come on. If you told me that I had a quarterback could do what he does, the only thing I would give up is his mobility. I'll be fine with that. When was the last time a run I won't say mobile. I will say run first quarterback. That's like your Caleb Williams. That's like your freaking what is it?
Lamar Jackson.
RG3, Lamar Jackson. Like, when have they won a Super Bowl? Now, granted, Patrick Mahomes is mobile, but he is a pocket passer for the most part. He will stay in the pocket and he will throw it. He gets out and he's mobile. Yes, he can extend plays. Yeah, we got that. There's a lot of players that can do that. But Jared Goff, doesn't do that very well. That is his one negative. But everything else he's great at. So, yes, he throws a pick here and there. Probably poor timing picks. Shit happens. I hate to say it, but Patrick Mahomes throws picks. Lamar Jackson, definitely in the playoffs, he throws picks. Yes, got it. A tight end dropped a ball that was in the end zone, and he probably would have won the playoff game. Guess what? Shit happens. It didn't pan out. Guess what? You still get rhetoric for that. So I hate to say it, but him being that far down the list is absolutely ridiculous.
Shout out to B Skiller. He said the last time I saw the job description for quarterback, it never said run.
So you telling me a Caleb Williams, who has ran both his wide receivers out of town, and Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, that refused to play with him, is better than Goff? Come on, man. I ain't even go to Lamar Jackson. Come on, man. What are we doing, man? What
I'm just saying,
are we doing?
his statistics, Goff's statistics would even be better last year if we wouldn't have had so many drops either. So you got to take that into effect.
I was gonna say that.
He was one of the leading teams in drops last year.
Yeah,
Uncharacteristic. St. Brown will never drop the ball. He had a bunch of
I
drops.
forgot about the drops that a lot of our quarterback or
And a lot was on third downs. It would have kept possession going. We had more stacked on top of it. So you got to look at that.
And he still had a better statistical season than the previous years.
yeah,
This is ridiculous.
yeah. That
I bet
4,500 yards.
I bet you if he wins a Super Bowl, he still will not be the number one quarterback on anybody's sheet anywhere. He still won't be.
Hey, listen, if he wins a Super Bowl, Detroit fans are still gonna find some way to blame him for something. As much as they chant his name, but when he do well, they say Jared Goff awful.
Yeah.
Then they had a perfect game and they had something to complain about. So
I can guarantee, like, if we were to win a Super Bowl, they would say, well, we could have closed out the game a lot quicker had he not whatever. Like,
you got some of these experts and fans talking about,
oh yeah,
if they don't go to the playoffs, Dan Campbell's gonna get fired. Like, what? What?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Yeah, Jordan Love at 10 is crazy. That's crazy talk. I have a Green Bay fan that I talk to almost all the time. He's a huge Green Bay fan. And I told him at the beginning of last year, whatever you see Love as this year, that is Love for the rest of your career. So you're telling me what he gave you last year, I don't care what his receivers did, I don't care what happened, what he gave you last year, that is your quarterback for the future. Unless you put a ton of shit around him, just like Jared Goff, you're not going to get the results. So Jared Goff at 9 is that's worse than disrespectful. There's another word for it, I'm sure.
Jordan Love still scared
at the 9.
He still scared me.
All right. Hey, put some respect to my quarterback's name. You feel me? He's gonna be all right, man.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
All right.
Stop talking about me, man. Stop talking about me.
Y'all know before we get out of here, man, we can't leave out here without talking about the greatest running back of all time.
Liz, don't be bringing this crap up, Liz. I don't want to see this. Liz, you need to stop bringing this stuff up, Liz. Yeah, show us. I love it.
Barry Sanders just had a birthday, man. Happy birthday to the greatest running back in NFL history, in my eyes. You feel me? A lot of people want to argue about Emmitt Smith and like that. It's him. You feel me? My thing with y'all is, what's one of y'all greatest Barry Sanders moments? Let's start with you, Steve.
Oh my God. It's so many of them.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
My favorite one is where he actually busted down Rod Woodson and he broke his ankle. Like he literally was out for injury after that game.
Oh, first quarter too.
It was against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he cut so hard, Rod Woodson couldn't do anything. He literally shook and hurt himself.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of one. Like this one right here, it's got to be one of his best ones. But the one against the Bears when they gang tackled him and he just climbed over and ran.
Oh yeah, I love that
that's
one.
One of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I like that one too.
Man, the
one thing that he had that was so good is his low center of gravity and his. I met him.
Was that Reggie White? He did that.
That was Reggie White. He did.
Oh my God!
Bye. See ya.
He prayed to the heavens after that. Man,
I met him back when he was still playing with the Lions. We were waiting behind the Silver Dome for them to finish practice, and he came up, dude. His one leg, his thigh, was bigger than both of mine put together. Like I'm just sitting there going, dude. And his center of gravity was so low that's why it was so hard to bring down. God, I would have loved to have seen him play until what a true NFL player would have played for.
Look what he did to John, Derek Brooks and John Lynch.
Bye-bye. Who did that? Chris Berman, right?
Whoop. Yep.
Wrap around. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
Yeah. So shout out.
I so dislike them taking him out of short yardage, goal line situations. I hated that.
See, and what's so impressive about Barry Sanders is that he didn't really have that much of a line. So he had to literally fight for every yard. So people say, Emmitt Smith had one of the probably best offensive lines ever.
Yep.
So he's going to get them. Barry didn't have that. He literally had to fight and claw his way because he got a lot of minus yards, minus this, minus that because of the blocking. He got out of that he's literally fighting his life, just gaining a yard.
Yeah.
It ain't too many players that's doing that like he was.
Yeah, Skip Bayless is a pain, man. He doesn't have Barry in his top 5. That's okay, whatever. I mean, Skip doing it for clicks. That's all he's doing it for. The thing that Barry isn't in your top 5, dude, he's in the top 5, but he ain't 5, and he ain't 4, 3, probably 2. I mean, some people argue Walter Payton, but I mean,
even Walter said Barry was the greatest of all time.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue when you've got stuff like that. I wish he would have played longer. I really do. He would have broken the record that same year. They said before he decided to quit or whatever, he would have broken the record around Thanksgiving that year, the all-time record. So, man, that's how close he was. And he was only in for 10 years?
Yep.
So
10 years.
He could have played 5-6 more years easily and just buried the needle on the rushing record.
See, nowadays, as a running back, man, you lucky to even make 5 years nowadays because the span, it's just you don't last long as a running back these days. They don't even get paid like they used to.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna, do as much as they do. Like even a workhorse is Derrick Henry, even that's gonna come back on. Yeah. So when you have all these see, that's another thing where I'm worried about Gibbs and the load and carries.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that long term.
Well, I mean, the guys nowadays are bigger and faster. So when you run to the line, Gibbs is exceptional. He's got that speed, so it helps him out. But the abuse that a running back's going to take, you got linebackers that are running 4.3, 4.4 speed that are getting to the other side of the field but they're 250, 300 pounds, and they're getting over there, and they're still it's a train wreck every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they're taking a beating on it's going to be hard to keep that. I mean, he's going to get paid, but if it wasn't for what was it? Saquon Barkley, like working into getting paid, the running backs would still be getting paid shit. Nothing at all. He's really made a comeback, and so have the running backs in this league. They've made a comeback. They've given the chance to play better. But like you said, New Breed, he's gonna have to understand that, dude. You're gonna have to carry like 3/4, if not more, of the carries. I mean, you're gonna have to get out there and catch some passes. You're gonna get a lot of touches, and we'll see then. You know, you got to be up to close at leading the league in rushing. And if you get hurt, please don't. I mean, that'll be another thing. Yep.
Be like, is that a Barry Sanders jersey or is that a Shador Sanders? We don't know. We don't
Shout
know.
out to Barry, man. Hope you had a happy birthday, man. Appreciate everything you did, man, when he was on that field and off the field, because you have done a lot with Detroit. So appreciate you, Barry, man. All right, let's get our final thoughts before we get out of here, man. Chris, man, your final thoughts, man. You just want to let everybody know where you were. I got my final thought, man.
Well, I mean, I believe the Red Wings will find a good GM. I mean, I'm gonna try to be optimistic. They're gonna find a good GM, and they're gonna hopefully. I have a feeling they're gonna take one. They're gonna, at least this first year, they're gonna take a step back. They're gonna fall into the draft lottery, big time, and then hopefully they'll get their groove back the following year. The Tigers are probably not going to trade Skubal. They're going to ride him out to the end of the year, and I believe that they'll catch a wild card. They'll catch a wild card. Anything better than that will be bonus money, I guess. The Lions will have a good 2026 season. I'm not betting on Larkin though, but I will. But I think the Lions will have a good 2026. They'll have a good bounce back year. I'm not going to predict any wins or whatnot, because you don't know what's going to happen in training camp. Yep. And the Pistons, man, it's going to end up signing Duran for like $35 million a year. That's what's going to end up being, something right around there. And I think the Pistons come back. I don't think they're the number 1 seed next year, but I think they're still well in the playoff hunt. That's my final thoughts. And you can find me on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, a Crazy Hockey Fan. You can find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. Wow. I didn't say anything.
We appreciate you watching, man. Do us a favor to hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you.
We love you, Nate.
Bree, your final thoughts, man.
Yeah, man. Just piggyback on what Chris said, man. Let me start with the Red Wings, man. Hopefully they're gonna find a new GM, man. I think it should don't look in-house, look out-house. I mean, certain
outhouse?
Outhouse. Not in-house, outhouse.
I got you. Check the outhouse.
That doesn't have like a lineage toward the organization. Get somebody that knows what they're doing. Hey, you see what other teams are doing. You see what the Panthers have done. Look at what Vegas. Since they've been in the league, it's almost like they've been in the playoffs they've been in the playoffs more than the Red Wings. And they still a new team.
Vegas, baby.
It's crazy. And they won a Stanley Cup.
I can't stand the Vegas Knights, but whatever.
I hear you. But hopefully they'll, find a good GM and get things handed and work with the talent that they have. So I'm going to pray on that. Tigers, man, like I said, full of utility players. Let's see what they can do. If they can make a run in the second half of the season. Let's see if Torque can get that back going. Hopefully. We hoping and wishing. Riley Green still hitting them high, getting them far.
You know he is.
Yes, sir. Riley Green,
my boy.
But hopefully they'll do their thing. Lions, man, I put respect in Jared Goff, man. Put respect on him. Don't talk about me. I had a good season last year. I'm going to do my thing. You haters, shut up. But not worry about the Lions. My biggest thing with the Lions is if they stay healthy. That's the biggest thing to me, is their defense has to be healthy.
Yeah.
It has to be happy. Yeah, to answer your question, this is a Mexico hat. Mexico World Baseball Classic hat. Yeah. So, but yeah, with the Lions, man, it's just more about injuries, more so on the defensive end of it. Because we've had a lot of injuries with Joseph, Branch, Rodriguez, even Hutch coming off of that major injury.
Neal.
So it's just all about, and then, us, letting go of Terry and Arnold. Who's going to step up in that? So that's the
Rick Straw.
Rick Straw. DJ Reed. I mean, let's get it.
Next man got to step up.
Yeah, and, with the Pistons, man, re-sign Duran. Re-sign him. I mean, I'm with y'all, man. I'm not into paying him $40 million. Maybe somewhere within the 20, 25, almost 30. But that's about as far as it can be. I mean, I don't want to pay him all that money. I definitely don't want to pay him more than Wemby. Oh, no. No. But, yeah, with that. But, yeah, y'all can find me at New Breed 313 Sports, 313 The New Breed Real Talk. Y'all find me everywhere. Even in them air mattresses, you can find me.
The prices went up too.
Hey,
prices is going up.
Hey, B, don't let them fool you. That hat is from McDonald's, man. That's a McDonald's hat.
Boy, that's that management at McDonald's is paying off. They got me past the fries now.
My final thought before we get out of here is to the Tigers fans, man. All right, 9 times out of 10, the way it's going right now, we're not going to get rid of Scooball. He's not resigning next year. Enjoy the man while he's here. Like, can we just stop talking down on him? You feel me? He's not really going to sign back with us if we keep talking down on him as a fan. You feel me? You got to support him in the organization. And let's hope the Tigers do make that step and get into the playoffs this upcoming season. You feel me? If we get into the playoffs, win a couple games, maybe we got a better chance of re-signing Scooball. That's my hopes. You feel me? I still got hopes on that. I don't think Scooball is going to leave. You feel me? That's why I'm rocking the jersey. Scooball, if you watch it, you feel me? That's your back, bro. But yeah, the thing is that if it is his final year, man, we have watched one of the greatest pitchers in baseball. You feel me? He's been over here and he's done his thing. You feel me? So you got to give him respect. But I still got high hopes for us to be signing Scooball. So, and we're going to make the playoffs. I'll say it here first. All right, with that said, man, we hope everybody have a blessed day, man. Do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button, like, share with a friend. Tell them, hey, y'all hear about Detroit Fan Report? You feel me? They be over there doing their thing. So you spread the word, man. Appreciate that. We almost to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, man. So I appreciate everybody if y'all do hit that subscribe button. With that said, man, everybody have a blessed night, man. We out here. We'll see y'all next Friday.